Hi friends, my name is Trish Roberts, you're watching Faint Signals from Vega. So, sometimes it's hard when you live in Australia and an Australian citizen gets married to who's a celebrity, an international celebrity gets married to another international celebrity like Miley Cyrus has married Liam Helmsworth recently. You can't help but hear about it, it's everywhere. It's everywhere. So, even though I try to avoid mainstream media news as much as possible. Anyway, so I happened to catch this unfortunate report which said that, it said, and this is sort of literally the words that it used, was, and guess what, Miley Cyrus, the wonderful thing basically that Miley Cyrus and Liam Helmsworth had, sort of brought in from a restaurant for their guests, and there was only, I don't know, a few guests. There wasn't very many. It was a very private ceremony, and I'm thinking, well, gee, I hope it's, I hope it's a vegan wedding reception sort of lunch or dinner. No, it was they got some restaurant to cook up fried chicken for people. Now, I shouldn't be surprised, although from what I've heard of all the flaky celebrities that say they're vegan, in quotes, Miley Cyrus has been, I think, in recent years, or recent times anyway, fairly, sort of strong about the ethics of it, I think. I mean, maybe I'm wrong. I don't really follow her, but a couple of things I caught. But, I always, for a long time now, for at least 10 years, I've been vegan now for 14 years, coming up. For pretty much most of that time, I've realized that any celebrities that say that they're vegan, well, usually they're vegan for health reasons, which is not a thing. Veganism is an ethical position. Vegan for health reasons, it's just you're a plant-based dieter, you're not a vegan. I kind of gather that most, and also, usually people are trying to lose weight or something. So I just know that they're going to be flaky. Unfortunately, large animal organizations like PETA always promote all these flaky celebrities who say they're vegan and they're not, or they might be a plant-based dieter for a while and then they start eating salmon like pink. I mean, it's sort of never-ending, the nonsense. And there is also, PETA is also very sexist. It's a very sexist and racist their campaigns are misogynist and stuff. So when I saw this, I thought, oh, here we go again, another flaky celebrity, because there's no way anybody who's truly vegan would serve up, any sort of animal products at all. That just wouldn't happen. And to give you an example of why that wouldn't happen, it's a bit like, a organization that's against guns, having a shooting contest, to raise money. There are a lot of, unfortunately, there are a lot of animal organizations who do weird things, like they say they're for animals, and yet they'll serve up animal products at their events. Literally, like, the Humane Society of the United States has this yearly sort of an eating fest, which every day they serve up some different hooved animal, and they call it hoofing it. Not that they're in animal welfare, but all these organizations are welfare because they're always promoting welfare instead of the veganism to end use. If you truly understand veganism as an ethical position that rejects using animals for food, that's dairy, meat, eggs, honey, etc., clothing, wool, fur, leather, silk, etc., entertainment and other reasons, if you truly understand, that sentient animals are not our property, there's no way you would promote welfare, because there's no morally acceptable way to exploit sentient animals. There's no morally, sort of justifiable way, particularly since we don't need animal products at all to survive. So anyway, so the sad thing, why I'm bringing up Miley Cyrus and Liam Helmsworth, is because people only really hear about these kinds of people that say they're vegan. They think that vegans sort of aren't really that committed to what they're doing, that it's some sort of personal choice, in quotes. It ceases to be a personal choice when it is about when you're killing other sentient beings, when you're killing someone. So lots of people, like around the world, hear that Miley Cyrus and Liam Helmsworth, who self-identify as vegans, are serving up chicken to their guests, and between them they've got hundreds of millions of dollars. They could have easily gotten some chef to come in and prepare individual, beautiful, extremely yummy vegan food for each of those guests if they wanted to. Instead, they get somebody to serve fried chicken. I mean, what on earth is that? I mean, what on earth? So, so unfortunately, lots and lots of people around the world get to hear that about two people who call themselves vegan doing really flaky things like that. That was something I didn't need to accidentally hear today. But there you go. Just another flaky vegan, just like Ellen DeGeneres, just like Pink, just like I think Chrissy Hind has said some ridiculous things. I mean, it's just sort of all these celebrities, put them in a boat and push them out to sea when it comes to veganism. It's just awful. So I hope that anybody who hears about that, unfortunately, they're not going to find out much about veganism from any animal organization, because they're all animal organizations. Large ones are very flaky, and they promote welfare, which is so speciesist and is a complete scam, the whole humane labels thing and all of that. There's no such thing as humane use of animals, and even if there were, it would still be wrong. So unfortunately, this is just more misinformation, disinformation that the public get. So please, if you ever hear that from celebrities, if you ever hear any sort of vegan stuff from celebrities, just take it with a pinch of salt. Or if you hear that a celebrity is vegan, just take it with a pinch of salt. Anyway, that's all I really wanted to say. One other example of how serving up chicken when you're a vegan is sort of crazy, but would be like an abolitionist in the day of abolition, ending slavery. An abolitionist having slaves serving food at their wedding. That's the kind of how bizarre that would seem. But unfortunately, because a lot of people don't internalize the ethical position, that's the sort of nonsense they do. So anyway, thanks so much for watching. Please subscribe to my channel. Please leave comments if you wish. I'm always happy to hear civil comments. And please click the notifications bell if you subscribe. And thanks so much for watching. My name's Trish Roberts. You're watching Faint Signals from Vega. Till next time. Oh, and by the way, check out my vegan podcast, a vegan resource called howtogovegan.org. Check that out. That'll be really helpful if you're not vegan. Okay, thanks so much for watching. Bye for now.